Software engineering, how to put this software engineering concepts, technology, science into practice. You are making a software, app, or website. The main goal of every software engineering practice or development is you want to deliver the software on time with quality, and it should contain all the functions and the features that user is wanting. That is all the function and feature which the stakeholder wants, so that he has given you the software or the software solution to be done, to be made. Okay. So this is the key work of software engineering and the software engineering practice. So what core principle, the fundamental principle we have to follow so that we actually practice these software engineering concepts to achieve this goal of on-time, high-quality operational software with all the functions and features. The first thing is divide and conquer. See, Britishers were there and they divided India and Pakistan. They used the strategy of divide and conquer. Now these two, they are separate countries. But we are not talking about that here. We are talking about the separation of concerns. The concern is the combination of function and feature, you can say. Okay. So analysis and design should always emphasize or pressurize the separation of concerns. Because it's all about, whenever you're analyzing and designing, you're making a skeleton, you're making a framework. So what are these concerns? These are collection of elements, collection of function. I'll give you an example. You have a bag, and in this bag you have sand, and you're a normal guy, and this is 60 kg of sand. Will you be able to lift it very easily? No. What you can do is, you can transfer this into two bags which are 30 kgs of holding this 30 kgs of sand. If it is also not possible, let us make it as 10 kg of 6 bags. Even if it is not possible, 5 kgs. Okay. So what concern we are talking about are these small bags. So we are dividing these 60 functionalities, for example, into 5 functionality which can be done together, or they are dependent, so that you can validate them also, because you can develop them easily, because they can be together, they can be validated. The 5 kg can be done by other, and 5 kg can be done by you, like this. Understand the use of abstraction. Abstraction is all about levels, the granularity, the modularity. Okay. So first day when somebody comes to your house, only for one day, say one lunch or dinner, he will look for a high level view. If somebody comes and lives with you for 7 days, he will have a moderate view, right? But when a person stays with you for say 3 months, 6 months, or a year, he will know that this tap is leaking. These are the problem in your house. These are the good thing about your house. So this is the abstraction I'm talking about. High level, low level, mid level, and many of these variations you can have. So whenever you are making, say, software, say you are making a spreadsheet-like software, Excel. So Excel is the higher abstraction. You're making a software. Now, when you go to the lower level of abstraction, then you will talk about, we need to have a column. We need to sum the elements. We have to take the average, like the standard deviation, etc. So this is the abstraction I'm talking about. Understand the use of abstraction. Don't take it as one view, one abstraction level. Strive for consistency. See, you have gone to school, everyone was wearing the same dress. Okay, this is consistency. People, when you go to a hotel, who is the manager and who is the person who is going to serve you. So whenever we are making a software, we are creating analysis, design, models, source code, test cases, etc. So what consistency we are talking about is if you are making a web app or a website. So what you have done? You have made, say, 50 pages. First page is blue color. Second is green color. The menu is on the left side. On the other, it is right side. So it is not ergonomically sound. Ergonomically means ease of use. The people who are right-handed, there are people who are, they are deaf and dumb or specially able. For them, you have to make it consistent so they may use it. The consistency is all about even look. Focus on the transfer of information. Okay. This is not about communication I'm talking about. This interface is, say you are written a code, a module. Now you are taking data, say from database. Now here is the interface I'm talking about. The interface between your code, your program and the database. Let me tell you, and the data flow is like this. For example, you are having a network connection. So this is the networking interface. So here the omission, the ambiguity or the possibility of error is not acceptable. Build software that exhibits effective modularity. I talked about separation of concern. Okay. So modularity is all about making the granularity, or say module it, so that you can work with it easily. And modularity should be effective. For example, if your 60 requirements are there with you, so you made module for 10 or modularize it 10 and 50. So this is not a good kind of modularity. So there are two things. Whenever you make module or function, group of functions, here two things comes, cohesion and coupling. So if you made a function, say add. I have written a function, say, or you only have written a function called multiplication. These are two separate functions. I am taking a very naive example. So one function is add, one function is multiplication. Now this add function will have certain work, that is adding two numbers. So all the lines, all the code of this function should have a great cohesion, high cohesion. For example, multiplication code, it will also have a very good kind of cohesion, because these are code which are working for multiplication. But when these two functions are to be combined for a particular program or a software, the coupling between these two functions should be as least as possible. Okay? The add function, the content should be cohesive, but the add and multiplication function, any interlinking interdependency should not be there. The coupling has to be as low as possible. Look for the patterns. We've already seen that whatever process we have been following, whatever work already been done, we can employ it. We can use it so that we are able, because there can be components, we have wider systems, and we can combine them to make a complex system. Next is, as we just talked about, look for patterns. The next one is, when possible, represent the problem and its solution from a number of different perspectives. What does it mean? It means if you are going to a party today, okay, you are a kid, say in your high school. Now it's Saturday. Now your view is, I will have fun. I'll eat, dance. But your father will say, come before 9 o'clock. Your mother is concerned about your safety. So these are different perspectives, thoughts, views. So in order to make a software, you need to have different perspective. For example, the requirement model can be presented as scenario-oriented viewpoint. It can have a viewpoint of class orientation, or either the behavior viewpoint should be there. So even a single model, requirement model, can be seen from different perspective, because it's all about user, how it is going to work with the software. So you have to have that viewpoints. Remember that someone will maintain the software. You are making a software. Now you have to give it, deliver it, and then someone has to maintain it. Someone has to work with it or change it. So over a long term, especially the maintainability, you are going to correct the defects. If the defects are still there, they are not covered, means they are not fixed. They are not, because every time you have to adapt to the change. As I said, 3-year half-life for the technology. And if the stakeholder comes and he wants new capability, new environment configuration, you have to be done with that or true with that.